Hi guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode. In this one we are looking at designing another medicinal herb garden this time, and it's a small garden. And in this particular garden we're going to use planters that are raised up, and also these planters will be able to sit on them, which is really cool. Now the advantage of planters is that you can, if you've got very poor soil, you can backfill them, fill them full of really good topsoil, and also it raises the garden up so you can actually get a bit of instant height, which is great. So let's have a closer look at this medicinal herb garden. So just looking at this retaining wall here, it's made out of tannalized timber, and these wood bits, they actually interlock in a tongue and groove kind of interlocking system. So it means that there's no dirt or soil that will creep through there. So that's a really good system to have. And this is made of wood. Of course, you can make retaining walls and planters out of bricks and blocks, but for ease of construction, we're picking wood. And then obviously we need something to secure the timbers too, and this is just a 4x4 post. The height of this is 53 centimeters. That's including the seating, the capping at the top, and this is around about sort of 20 centimeters on the top here for the width to sit on.
One more thing we'll be adding to this herb garden to really make it stand out is a water feature. Water features really can add a little bit of sparkle, some life. They can bring in wildlife, reflections, sound, and very good for small gardens.
Okay guys, welcome back, and we're going to take a closer look at this herb garden. And this, like I said, is going to be a medicinal herb garden. It is only a small garden, so it only measures just over 4 meters by 3 meters. And what we've got here is the basic layout of this garden. And the basic layout is, this is a planter, and this is a planter, this is a raised garden, and this will be stone chips, and these squares here will be the paving. So we'll take a quite quick look at it, and if you can look in perspective, you can see how it looks like. So we've got aggregate concrete, cut concrete, we've got white stone chip and a border, we've got a raised planter and another raised planter with a place to sit and a place to sit, and this is also a raised retained garden. That's pretty much our layout. And then what we'll add to that, just to make things a little bit more interesting, we will be adding some plant containers, a little archway pergola, a seat, and a water feature. So this will just make this garden just a little bit more interesting to be in. And as you can sort of see, that's what it looks like in perspective. Now, what we'll do now, just so we'll add some labeling to it, and we will add the dimensions, the titles first. That's the titles, just giving a little bit of detail on the planter boxes and the pot sizes, and then we will add the dimensions also. So this is there we've got the dimensions in metric. So what we can do is I'll just highlight those dimensions, and if you guys are in the USA and America using the imperial system, we'll just quickly flick it over to feet and inches just for you to have a look at that, and you can see in feet and inches roughly what that will be. So this helps you, in this plan view, helps you to lay out the garden and construct it. And I'll just flick that back to the meters, which is what I'm used to working in. Meters, the metric system. And now we'll take a quick look again. That's the pots. Now, what we need to add now is the plants, and so we will be adding the plants next. So we'll just quickly add the plants titles. We'll remove the other titles that we don't need anymore, and we'll add the plants. And then there we've got the plants. I'll just And that's just the distance between these here. So just quickly over the plants, we've got an olive tree, and underneath we've got some plants that will tolerate shady conditions. This is the epimedium. We've got some fennel, aloe vera for things like if you get cuts. We've got St. John's wort, which is a hormonal kind of herb. Echinacea for, you know, for colds and things like that. Calendula officinalis apparently is very good for your skin and bruises and skin irritations. We've got over here, we've got the ginkgo biloba, which we did a video on, which is very good for cognitive function. We've got feverview, which apparently are good for headaches. And we've got Camellia sinensis, which is the tea plant. So just if you want to make some nice herbal, some nice proper tea, you've got Camellia sinensis. Okay, so that's pretty much the plants. We'll have a quick look at the plan with the plants in, and that's what it looks like with the plants. Now, what we need to add now is the lighting. So I'll just remove the titles for the plants. We'll just hide those, and we will review, and we'll bring in the lighting just to have a quick look at the lighting. And in the lighting, I'll just take away the plants as well, so we can see that a bit clearer. All right. So we've got uplighting. So with these two trees that we've got in each planter, we've got pointing some little uplights to highlight the trunks, because generally with these plants you want to remove the lower branches. So that will look really nice. That will highlight the trunk and the underneath of the framework of the tree. And then we've got, and also uplighting the water feature from looking up, and that looks nicer than spotlighting it. And then we've got path lighting just to give us a bit of directional lighting and a little bit of lighting on either side of the seated area. So that's that. And now we'll pull the whole thing together, and you can have a quick look at the lights. And we'll just have a quick look at the lights. That's what the lighting looks like without the plants, and with the plants, that's with the plants. Now the only thing we'll do is we'll just do a quick walkthrough, adding some people just to give a little bit of height and a little bit of perspective and scale, and we'll see what that looks like. So we'll do the walkthrough movie next. And we'll just add the people. And first of all, we'll just do a quick walkthrough I'll just change the settings, so we'll make it at noon, 12 o'clock, and we'll go through automatically. So this would be a really nice garden to sit in. Especially with that water feature. Small gardens look just a water feature can really add to a small garden. We even added a little cat in this one. Okay, so the next one we'll have a quick look at, just walk through at night, just to highlight all the lighting, and give it another look. So we'll do it again, just with the lights. So yep, so a nice small garden, quite simple, great if you've got very poor soil, and also nice if you don't like medicinal herbs. Of course you can put different plants in. If you could put culinary herbs in, or you could just put standard ornamental exotic sort of plants, whatever you desire. Okay guys, we're going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give it the like button, and otherwise we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.